Cabs, as far as games go, that's got to be one of the craziest ends to a game that you've been involved in.
Yeah. It was an eventful one. Just delighted, I think, to just come on a pitch and be effective, really. Obviously, them going down to 10 men obviously helped us a lot, but we had a lot of forwards on the pitch, so we didn't know in terms of what positions and, how we were going to play in a structure, but we just had to load their back line and, get into good pockets, get into good space, and, luckily I was able to be effective in the right areas to help us get the win.
I'm sure coming on as a substitution, you'd never think you'd be involved in all 3 goals, but on the score sheet tonight and involved in the other 2 as well.
Yeah. I mean, just delighted. I think it's one of those ones where obviously everyone wants to play. Obviously, I've come here to sort of get a lot more game time, that I have been getting recently. So it's just one of those ones where I think you've just got to come on the pitch and try and be as effective as possible. And, not just myself. Obviously, Glatz got his goal today, delighted for him as well. And I think the other players, Butts as well, was really effective in terms of coming out, on that left side, the way he is and the way he likes to dribble, there's that relationship that we have, I think, with him on that side. So just delighted, I think, overall, not just for myself, but for the other players as well, to be able to get involved and help the team win.
I know Harry Smith's been racking up the goals this season and taking them off everybody else, but Joe Wesley getting a goal on Friday, Glatzel today and yourself today, it must give you all great confidence to be getting goals from everywhere. Yeah,
you need that. I think in terms of where we would have wanted to be at the start of the season, obviously, I think the squad's very, very good. There's a lot of talent, there's a lot of, ability within our side. I think if you would have looked at the start of the season, you would have predicted that we would have been a lot more higher. So I think it's important that we have that in the team, that we're not just relying on the sort of H with his goals. Obviously, we know what sort of threat he is and what he brings to the team. He's having a great season, but it's important that, the likes of myself and the other players are chipping in with goals, and, we're trying to help the team so that, when we're playing against opposition, they know that it's not just one person that they've got to protect, but they know that, if there's other threats, it might take the pressure off, the likes of H, and then that then creates space for everyone else to get chances and hopefully get goals.
You've touched on it already, but each and every one of our forwards that come on this afternoon really playing a really key role in that, and the gaffer talks so much about how important substitutions are. I mean, Danny Butterworth coming on at half-time made a fantastic difference, but Tom Nichols, Pau Glatzel and yourself all making an incredible difference when you come on.
Yeah, you need that within the team. Obviously, I said in the other interview, there's a lot of forwards in the team, but like I said, you need those competitions. I think in terms of myself and my personal, aspiration as to where I want to be. Obviously, I want to be at the top. That when you get there, you're going to be faced with a lot of competition. So it's important that you have the right mindset. Going into sort of teams like this, that has those competition. Obviously, I've got a lot of self-belief within myself and what I can bring to the team. So I'm just looking to just keep working hard in training and just making sure that I take my chances when they come.
Talking about the penalty, I know you've been itching to take a spot kick all season. I just want to talk about that moment. It felt like Harry Smith had taken the ball and it was going to be him to take the penalty. But I think it shows how much leadership and character we've got within the squad for him to give that ball to you and you coolly slot home that penalty.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously that there's actually quite a long list, to be fair, of penalty takers that want to take the pens. So I think he usually likes to obviously just leads it to obviously dictate it so that on the pitch we all don't look like as if, like crazy teammates. But it's just obviously he leads it quite well in terms of picking the right personnel. Obviously the last one that we scored here at home with Coxey, obviously I was off the pitch. I would have wanted to have taken it, but I wasn't on the pitch to take it. But obviously he scored a pen, which was obviously really good and it helped us get the 3 points. But I was just delighted to have been on the pitch, to be effective, to be able to put the ball down and put the ball in the back of the net.
I want to talk about the resilience of this group, because there's incredible resilience all across the spine of the team, and the gaffer talks about how the team go behind and we respond. We're on the front foot the whole game, but this team's really resilient at the moment.
Yeah. I think there's a level of self-belief that I personally think that has always been there, but I think in terms of the confidence was low at the start. Obviously, we weren't scoring as many goals, and I think the games that we were losing, we were sort of making mistakes. So when you put this combination of those two together, the morale and the confidence and things like that aren't sort of going to go your way. So I think the gaffer, when he came in, he sort of put a lot of self-belief within us players, and I think we just kind of took that on board and we kind of grew from that. And I think there's evidence out there whenever you see us play on the field. No one drops their head whenever we go a goal down, whenever we go 2 goal down. There's that self-belief that we've got enough quality, in the side to change games around. Not just the 11 that's out there, but also, the players that are on the bench. Like I said, there's a very, very good squad out there who I believe, is good enough to be at the right side of the table. But I think as of now, we just got to take it game by game. Just keep winning games and keep getting as many 3 points as possible. And who knows, we'll see where we'll end up.
Well, let's lastly talk about the fans, because they're absolutely incredible voice this evening. I can remember that goal that you scored against Colchester in the FA Cup really late in the game, and the roar that we got from the supporters then. But I think that was matched, or probably even better, with the roar that we got this evening.
Yeah, they've been a massive support to us throughout the season. You can kind of see like our recent form at home. We've just been getting a lot of wins. It's not just us as players; it's them. We need their support. They've been there for us. They've supported us. They've cheered us up. They've lifted us up whenever we've been down, and like a goal down, or when players aren't playing well, like they get behind us. So we're gonna continue to need their support throughout from now until the end of the season. There's still a long way to go. There's still a lot of games to play for. We know where we ideally want to get to as a team. They've just got to keep doing the same thing that they're doing, and hopefully we'll keep bringing them 3 points.